This is one of these games that I used to play on Xbox Live all the time. It's called One Finger Death Punch, and the idea is that you just click on the side that the enemy is, and then you kill them instantly. Some of them have more health than others, but for the most part, you just kill them instantly. And it's a pretty fun game. And the only reason it's fun is because of the flashing colors and the animations, which the game's not even like astoundingly well animated or anything. It's just like if you ever watched those like stick fight animations on YouTube as a kid, it's that kind of it's that kind of appeal, right? It really makes you feel like you're in the stick fight animation. And you know, you could say games like Stick Fight fill that itch as well, but that's only partially true. I think the fact that this game has you taking on like a bunch of guys and the cool animations and stuff, like they're very specific, and you can get like weapons and stuff that give you different like attacks, and like they don't really matter when you have it. I guess it gives you slightly more range, but like for the most part, having the weapon just gives you a different set of animations. Um, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I've always enjoyed this game as like a little pastime. You know, you'd play a game. I don't know why I said you'd. I'd play a game on Xbox, and then you know once I'm done with it, it's like let's wind down with some One Finger Death Punch, and you can just be the most badass stick fight character ever. And I think it's really fun having like all these bad guys coming from either side, and you just destroy them. You get these little quick time events where you have to click the pattern. But like it never gets that hard. Maybe it does. Like I've never gotten to the end of the game, I don't think. But I feel like the game never really gets that hard. And like I'm probably not gonna find out. I'm probably not gonna spend a lot of time playing this game, to be honest. It was a thing that like passed the time when I had like no Xbox games to play. Because like a lot of games you just like beat them and then they're over, and that's kind of true for this game as well, except there's a lot of levels, and some of them are like there's a lot of levels, and there's also endless mode as well. But like, okay, you look at this, I can't really scroll, I don't think. But like there's all these levels, and then there's different difficulties and stuff. Like it gave me quite a lot of game value when I was younger, you know. You just like, yeah, you just can play this game whenever and probably not beat it for like quite a while, because you know, as cool as the game makes you feel while you're playing it, it also does get boring quite quickly because all you're doing is pressing two buttons. You know, whenever they get in range. So, you know, not only is it a fun game you can just play for a little bit at a time, you're kind of enforced to playing it a little bit at a time on account of how like it's not that interesting. It's not like the most fun game ever. It won't hold your attention for like hours and hours at a time. So I don't know. This is cool though. You get a lightsaber in this round. This is a pretty cool power up. I mean, as a big Star Wars fan, particularly when I was younger, I really liked Star Wars. I think this section is really cool. I feel like the punishment for making a mistake is not that severe either, because like you have 9 health and you don't even lose health every time you miss. Like you can miss without getting hit after, which is kind of ridiculous because it's kind of ridiculous because you know, the game's not hard to begin with. I'm sure it gets harder. Oh yeah, there are enemies that like take 2 hits and they switch sides. They're pretty cool. I always had this like kind of idea that like, oh, if you got really good at this, you could just like do it really quickly and it would be really cool. Like it would probably feel really satisfying to do it that quickly. You know, it would make you feel like really badass. And then I kind of like came to the realization that everything has to be within your range. So if it's not within your range, you can't press anything. And that like significantly slows down how fast you can do this. But look, I'm making like tons of mistakes. When I was younger, I would have tried really hard not to make any mistakes and get like the S ranks on all of these. You get like a special medal if you don't miss. But like why go for that? Oh yeah, we got Drunken Fist. You ever seen like Naruto? Rock Lee gets the Drunken Fist? That's pretty cool. Kinda reminds me of that. And we got him! Anyway, that was One Finger Death Punch. It's a pretty cool game.